was a little extra flourish. I am now calling the meeting to order of the Main Township Town Board Supervisors Annual Financial Statement, it being Tuesday, April 2nd, 2019 at 7 p.m. And if everybody could rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Also, it is Kim and Deisha's birthday, so I'd like to wish them both happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you.
And it really shows true dedication. So I'll try to talk quick. All right.
Roll call.
Roll call. Sorry, I was about to just get right into it. Roll call.
Assessor Moy McCry. Highway Commissioner Kazmierczak. Clerk Giovanni is here. Supervisor Morass.
Here.
Trustee Jones.
Here.
Trustee McKenzie.
Here.
Trustee Caraboda.
Here.
Trustee.
Here.
Okay. Now, we will have the first order of business is presentation and approval of the general assistance financial statements. Following is a statement by Laura J. Morass, Supervisor of the Township of Maine in the state of Illinois and the County of Cook, of the public funds received and expended by her during the year just closed, ending February 28, 2019, showing the amount of funds received, from what sources received, the amount of public funds expended, for what purpose expended during the fiscal year ending as aforesaid. The said supervisor, being duly sworn, doth depose and say that the following statement by her subscribed is a correct statement of the amount of public funds on hand at the commencement of the fiscal year above stated, the amount of public funds received and the sources from which received and the amount expended and the purpose for which expended as set forth in such statement. Subscribed and sworn to me before me on this second day of April. Recapitulation, unaudited. What that means is this is done before the actual audit. Fund balance, March 1st, 2018, $2,406,206. Revenues, property taxes, $814,277. Earnings on investment, $6,010. Social Security reimbursement, $10,813. Energy assistance, $21,066. Food pantry donations, $51,266. Total revenues, $903,432. Expenditures, administration, $652,703. General assistance, $157,473. Total expenditures, $810,176. Total receipts, $903,432. Total expenditures, $810,176. Surplus, $93,256. Fund balance, February 28, 2019, $2,499,462. Receipt of this report is hereby acknowledged April 2nd, 2019. All right, so I'm going to ask for a motion to accept the Supervisor Annual Report for the General Assistance Fund.
Motion to accept the Supervisor's Annual Report to the General Assistance Fund. Second.
Having a motion in a second, is there any discussion?
Yes, this would be that we're simply acknowledging receipt of the report.
That's correct.
All right, so that would be the motion that it's acknowledged. It's also just an acknowledgement.
Yeah, the unaudited,
Okay.
you know, with the, as Chris can tell you, it's prior to the audit. He's had the preliminary audit, but obviously not the final audit. So yes, that is what it is.
And just for clarification, the surplus of $93,256 is for the annual surplus, but the fund balance, which is actually a surplus of $2,499,462, is for the current surplus in the total fund.
I'm sorry, what's the,
That's correct.
That's correct, yeah.
yeah, what it says.
I'm just saying one is an annual and one is the actual surplus for the fund balance.
Correct. Yeah, surplus is annual, fund balance is obviously accumulation from
Accumulation.
the start.
Right.
of-
From the start of time. I mean,
Yeah, well.
The
sure,
current fund
time
balance.
that we were here, yeah.
any further discussion? Hearing none, Clerk Giovanni, can you take the roll?
Supervisor Moran?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Yes.
Trustee McKenzie?
Yes.
Trustee Carabota?
Yes,
Trustee Sweeney?
as acknowledgement of receipt, as received.
Trustee Sweeney?
Yes.
We need to send it.
All right, yes, it's coming good. All right, next. Give me a minute. So it'll be the same. Oh, by the way, does anybody know, is just Highway Commissioner Kaz Merchant planning on attending?
No.
This evening?
Yes.
No.
All right, so hopefully you guys will have any questions about this. Since I won't have any answers. I just have to take my last antibiotic. Oh, so that might, oh, this one's faster. All right. See his name? Supervisor's Annual Report, General Town Fund. The following is a statement by Laura J. Morass, Supervisor of the Township of Maine, in the state of Illinois and the County of Cook, of the public funds received and expended by her during the year just closed, ending February 28, 2019, showing the amount of funds received, from what sources received, the amount of public funds expended, for what purpose expended, during the fiscal year ending as aforesaid. The said supervisor, being duly sworn, doth depose and say that the following statement by her subscribed is a correct statement of the amount of public funds on hand at the fiscal year above stated, the amount of public funds received, and the sources from which received, and the amount expended, and the purpose for which expended, as set forth in such statement. Recapitulation, unaudited. Fund balance, March 1st, 2018, $6,840,647. Revenues, property taxes, $4,289,917. Corporate replacement taxes, $67,653. Earnings and investments, $22,208. Mainstay fees, $24,656. Charges for services, $93,203. Seniors, $3,554. Mainstreamers, $365,142. $365,142. Other income, $24,043. Total revenues, $4,890,376. Expenditures, administration, $1,832,238. Assessor, $339,975. Clerk, $232,288. Office of Emergency Management, $17,646. Mainstay Youth and Family Services, $623,348. Senior and Adult Services, $394,052. Mainstreamers, $4,456. Mental health and community services, $441,340. Total expenditures, $4,185,343. Total receipts, $4,890,376. Thanks. Total expenditures, $4,185,343. Surplus, $705,033. Fund balance, February 28, 2019, $7,545,680. So I'll ask for a motion to accept the supervisor's annual report of the general town.
Motion for the board to acknowledge receipt of supervisor's annual report for general town fund ending February 28th, 2019.
Is there a second? Having a motion and a second, is there any further discussion?
Yes.
Trustee Smith?
I would also like to acknowledge that surplus for the year was $705,033, but our current fund balance, which is for the accumulated funds that we have as surplus or excess, is $7,545,680. And I just wanted to confirm something. The mental health and community service are the charities, or most of which are 501c3s that we support.
That's correct.
Okay, so mental health also is supported under mainstay, and I just wanted to comment that it's, one is internal with the mainstay, and the external agencies that we fund are through the mental health and community services.
And Recovery Connection is also one of the, it's under the mental health and community services,
Oh, okay, so is
which
that
is
what-
not under mainstay.
Okay, so that's what I wondered if that 441 was, so that includes, that's inclusive. Do you have a breakdown of what the actual recovery connection was?
No, not for this purpose.
Does our accountants?
I have the numbers here, I can provide this to you, so you can see how the numbers reconcile to this
Okay,
report.
thank you.
I'm assuming that's where Recovery Connection is.
I mean, I'd have to look, I don't know exactly how that.
No, it's not? I mean, because I know
Yes,
we,
and I think that's our agency funding.
yeah, I know it's our agency funding was 441,340. So, the expenditures of Mainstay Youth and Family Services is not the agency funding. It's their
Right.
expenditures.
That's the 623.
Right.
So
it
is
is.
recovery services under that then? Or recovery connections, excuse me.
I don't know. I think it is, because it's certainly, our total for the funding here is my
That's
recall.
an admin,
Oh, is that, that's right, Recovery
That's an
Connection
admin.
is in.
I can show you.
It falls under admin?
Yeah,
Does, yeah.
yeah,
Why is that?
That's just how.
because it's not a funded agency.
Yeah.
But
We
it
fund.
doesn't fall as a separate line item, it falls under administration?
Well, this isn't the budget, this is the supervisor's.
I mean, we can move that to make it more clear.
I
Yeah.
think it would be good, because otherwise, you know,
Well, not for this, but,
So it's part of the 1,800,000,
It is, yeah.
yeah,
It is.
1,832,238.
I can show you.
Recovery
Yeah.
connection.
I get a breakdown, and so our profit and loss statement is, since it's, class is gonna be difficult, so it just kind of goes by class, so if it was put in that class, I don't really say, okay, let's move it somewhere else, so I can see it right here, so it's in admin, but if we want to show it separately stated, I can do that, I can make a note about it right now.
That'd be perfect.
okay, I think that would be great. And another question for you, Chris, is...
Where would you want that, within what category though? Just to make this
On its own?
Expenditure.
You want its own, just its own
Just as a-
expenditure?
yeah.
for wait, for what?
See, remember, the problem though is too,
I mean, for what purpose are you doing this?
we can't, You know,
Not for
I'll say
this.
this, I mean, we
We're
have,
doing
that's like
this
saying no
tonight.
different than should we put postage as a separate
Right.
stated line item, because there's certain things, like, you know, postage, for instance, was, almost $30,000 right now, yeah. You know, so we gotta kind of be careful how we report these
Well,
things.
I agree with you, except I think people look for, and I wouldn't be looking for postage, but I would be looking for recovery.
But it'll be in the budget, so is that where you want it?
No, that's what
He's looking for
in
profit.
disclosure, the annual report.
But when
It's
that,
separate for someone
right,
who's just looking.
going forward, but not for this one.
Well, it will be in the annual report, it'll be separate.
I can separately state this for the
Yeah.
audit.
Yeah.
That's probably
Yes.
most important. Sorry.
Right, audit, not annual report.
Got it.
I just want to make sure we're not throwing.
That's
out
fine, because I
terms.
mirrored this to look like the audit report, so I can do that, just like mainstreamers, I can break that
Right.
out so it's separately stated.
Because I like that, mainstreamers, I like that separate.
Okay, and the other question I have for you, Chris, is how much will this align with what you expect our annual report numbers to reflect, and our audit numbers to reflect?
Okay, so remember, right, so the township on the audit standpoint is on an accrual basis, so there's still some property tax receivable and deferrals to work out, which can't really be completed until I do the audit. And the other thing too is you have your payables, so we still are currently receiving invoices for February services, right? So there's only so much that, you know, I can do when I come out earlier, so I reconcile that to what we had at that time. So if we get more bills in, or if I do a accounts payable search, which I do as part of the audit process, if I come across a bill for $50,000 that was for February, then I have to take that expense and move it to this period. So there's certain things I can't just guarantee that this is gonna be final, but typically what kind of goes in, kind of goes out the same way. So your revenues might go up or down, but your expenses are gonna go the same way, typically. So it's still a good shot at, I think, fund balance should be close to that. Your revenues and expenditures might change just a little, but what I can do this year to help is I can show what those accruals are, if that would be easier, and say, yeah, okay, here, this is what changed. And then you can see that through my journal entries, and then this way you can understand how the cash basis of what you see right now versus the accrual basis works.
Okay, that would be helpful,
Okay.
and I think it might be helpful for budgeting purposes too.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Hearing none. Clerk Giovannis, can you call the roll?
Supervisor Marasco?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Yes.
Trustee McKenzie? Trustee Carabota?
Yes.
Trustee Sweeney?
Yes,
All right, now, next is the presentation and approval of the road district financial statements. So, this one's, okay, one question, deviation. Do I have to read the entire list of,
No.
okay,
You mean the creditors? or-
Yeah.
No, you just say that this is
the
attached
attached
to it.
list? Okay. I mean, no, the accounts payable, that I don't have a problem. It's the,
Equipment?
yeah.
No.
inventory.
No.
All right, so.
No, just say
All right, I'll just say it.
that it's attached to it.
Highway Commissioner's Annual Report, Road and Bridge Fund of the Road District of the Township of Maine and the State of Illinois and the County of Cook for the fiscal year ending February 28, 2019, to the Board of Trustees of Maine Township, in compliance with the provisions of sections 6-201.15 of the Illinois Highway Code. I submit to you my annual report as follows. Shown, 1, the amount of road money received by me and a full and detailed statement as to how and where expended, and the balance, if any, unexpended. 2, the amount of liabilities incurred and not paid. If such liabilities are undetermined, they are estimated, and the determined and estimated amount owing to each creditor. 3, inventory of all tools having a present value in excess of $200. machinery and equipment owned by the district and the state of repair of these tools, machinery, and equipment. That was 3. 4, any additional matter concerning the roads which I consider proper and expedient to report. Recapitulation unaudited. Fund balance, March 1st, 2018, $2,046,380. Revenues, property taxes, $1,859,931. Corporate replacement taxes, $67,657. Earnings and investments, $7,265. Permit income, $14,808. Other income, $54,275. Total revenues, $2,003,936. Expenditures, administration, $303,269. General road maintenance, $457,046. Permanent roads, $757,476. Equipment building offsite storage, $151,027. Other, $164,421. Total expenditures, $1,833,239. Total receipts, $2,003,936. Total expenditures, $1,833,239. Surplus, $170,697. Fund balance, February 28, 2019, $2,217,077. Amount of liabilities incurred and not paid as of February 28, 2019, $72,046. And this report would include the list of creditors for the Main Township Road District, which all of this has been posted online, as well as the list of inventory as required by law of all tools. This is done by Walter Kazmerchik of the Highway Commissioner of Main Township. The inventory of all tools having a present value in excess of $200, machinery and equipment owned by the district, and state of repair of these tools, machinery, and equipment. For the list of creditors, the accounts payable total is $72,045.88. So I'll ask for a motion to accept the Highway Commissioner's report.
Motion for the board to acknowledge receipt of Highway Commissioner's annual report, Road and Bridge Fund, of the balances as of February 28, 2019, including supplement list of creditors and including supplement list of equipment.
Thank you. Having a motion and a second, is there any further discussion? Hearing,
Yes.
I'm sorry, Trustee Serena.
Yes, I would also like to note again that the surplus for the year is $170,697, but what exists in the fund balance is accumulated funds, which are surplus, is $2,217,077. I would also like to acknowledge that with the total expenditures of $1,833,239 last year is one of the reasons, looking at the forecast and that coming in thereabouts of what my expectations were, why I voted against the levy of 2.6 million plus that was approved. That in looking at the total expenditures of 800,000 or so less, I don't agree with going forward our need to have the amount of money to be levied for, especially in light of the fact that our fund balance is $2,217,077 in the road and bridge fund.
Anybody else?
I'd just like to concur with that.
Okay, anybody else?
So is the statement of acknowledgement, same as acceptance, which is the motion to accept?
Right.
Is it the same?
Yeah, I'm asking for, we had a motion to accept.
No, the motion to acknowledge.
Yeah, motion to acknowledge
Is it the
receipt.
same?
That's what this is. Receipt of this report is hereby acknowledged.
And accept it. I mean, it's
I'm just asking
actually,
it.
yeah, it's the same.
Okay.
To acknowledge, right, Misha? I mean, acknowledge, accept.
I'm acknowledging over there.
Yes.
Is it just semantics?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Alright, so, this is what it is. And again, unaudited. So, we've had the motion, we've had the second, we've had the discussion. Clerk Chilamas, can you
May I
call?
just add one other thing, please? Just as far as what you had read, Laura, that the creditor list, as well as the list of all the inventory of tools that are in excess of $200, are all attached to our board packets, so they're available for residents to view online.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I put it all online. Ours is online, GA1's online.
It will be online. Now it's in the board distribution.
Well, right, but I mean, it was
And
online
when we
in
sign,
board
we will put it
distribution.
on.
Board packet.
Once you've accepted it,
Yes.
it goes online
Correct.
in the financial doc.
And
It's
also.
also in the board packet with today's date.
It was already in the board packet.
Yeah, but it's going to be in the cabinet in the hallway. It's a whole year.
Right, so it like got the board packet, that's number one, but once
Yes.
it's accepted, then it goes, you know, where we do financial
Right.
report. So it gets moved to the permanent, or not permanent, well, yeah, permanent.
And also will be distributed at the annual town meeting for the
Right.
residents.
I don't have to read it again at the annual town meeting.
That's all.
No, I mean, I don't read this.
No, you don't need
Okay.
it anymore. Yes, anymore.
All right, I'm passing this down to.
You need to
To the vote.
vote.
Oh, yeah, Clerk Chilamas, can you call the roll?
Supervisor Maraski?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Yes.
Trustee McKenzie?
Yes.
Trustee Carabota?
Yes.
Trustee Sweeney?
Yes.
All right, now, it is the time for public participation. Highway, would you like to come up, or you want to?
I'll take it. I was gonna say,
Oh,
I'll.
come on, so that
Oh,
we can
this
see.
question was, many government agencies and tax body avoid about concern. I've actually.
Wait, I'm sorry, honey, first state your name, thanks.
550, Plain Illinois 6016. I've actually questioned of the Open College Board too, so you're not the only ones. How are we set on our pension deal? Are we fully funded, or how our pension account do?
How are they doing?
Yeah, the pension account. Are we, are we?
We're
fully funded, or
80%
what is the situation?
According to GASB 68, we're 93% funded.
Okay, it's the same question I asked the Open College Board, so don't feel I'm pitching at you, okay? Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Which one is it, 93 or 80? It's 80%.
It's like
Um,
76, right?
Yeah, 76.
Actually, I had a
76%.
conversation with the,
We're not hitting the right number based on Chris's base.
Well,
there's, if I can comment, there's,
How about we let
there's,
the
No, I
auditor
mean, it's the
answer
accountant
the
who
question?
did it. Wayne, the number was 76.
What is it?
76.
78?
Chris, what is the actual number?
here's the thing, right? we need to get verification directly from IMRF that says it, the funded amount. A, I haven't done the audit yet, so I haven't seen the new GASB 68. B, if one report says something different than the other, the best that we can do is IMRF needs to tell us directly what that amount is.
Okay, what's your estimation for today without?
The one that you had put in the previous.
2017.
I didn't put that.
In the audit, we had,
Right, well, the audit report's gonna reflect GASB 68 numbers, right?
Correct.
I'm not an actuary, so
Right.
I'm not going to say what the exact amount is. A, until we get it verified from IMRF, and B, until I do the next audit. So I'm not gonna, I really don't want to comment on that until we definitely know. Because
Okay,
we have two sets of numbers. I'm sure Trustee Sweeney will tell you what she's found out, so, I'm not an actuary, I'm just.
and neither is she.
so
Right.
we don't know the actual number right now.
Not, as of right now, we do not.
Right.
And Carrie Lynn did say that, but remember, Carrie Lynn said that she contacted IMRF.
Right, she
I
talked to
feel like
them,
sometimes
and
you're saying I
it was
contacted
76 or
You
78.
don't know yet how much.
Well, we know for a fact
So
we're not fully funded.
Carrie Lynn,
That's all
our
right.
attorney, had called them. It's approximately 8. It was like 76, 78,000, somewhere around there. But again, as Chris said, we haven't had an actual, that was their estimate. Claire, that's your recall, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, prior to last meeting, I had called and had a conversation with the CFO of IMRF. Our fund, we are 93% funded when you look at the GASB 68 board standard, which is the General Accounting Standard Board, versus the GASB 50. The GASB 50 would show the 76%. The reason why it's so much lower than the GASB 50 is because it did not account for the annuitants that are 100% funded. So that was not included in it. I asked him what the difference was and what we should consider. He said you have to consider GASB 68. GASB 50 is only to be considered for those people that do not have the reporting that we do with the firm that we have. So for some of the smaller townships, that's what they use, and they use as an estimate. But he said absolutely it's GASB 68, and that's what shows 93% funded, which is why I did not think we needed to, when we were talking about the abatement, have a conversation about going above 93% at the time, and that being a separate issue.
This is something actually we have to straighten out with the IMRF.
Yeah, because
Right.
our lawyer said
She's
something
saying one
totally
thing,
different.
And you're saying,
And I know it's our lawyer.
until I remember, anything I do is a year behind.
Yeah, so what he,
So we really don't know yet.
what
No, I
what he
don't.
based that on was, what he said we should look at, and that's, I'm reflecting the audit that ended, the fiscal year ending February 28, 2018 was the audit, so that's what it was based on. So until we get the new one, then we'll know where we're at.
So Chris, when we do the audit, we'll know, right?
GASB 68. GASB 68. So when we do the audit, remember, my valuation's gonna be a year behind. So
Okay.
we're not gonna know what it
Well,
really is
actually,
as of today.
two.
That's why I keep recommending, IMRF has to tell us what it is as of now, because everything I do is behind.
Right.
We need to have someone from IMRF, and they'll do this for you, that says on paper, this is what we're funded. I don't think we should go by what GASB 68 is saying, because it's behind, right?
Right.
We want to know exactly what we're funded now.
Today.
They have
Yes.
to tell us, because it could drop, I mean, who knows?
Right.
But, to get this correct, IMRF has to say, hey, this is what we're underfunded. And they'll tell you, because I had this problem with West Deerfield Township before, where they were underfunded, right? We got the numbers directly from IMRF, and the township decided to pay up to 100% at that time. So, but that was directly from IMRF, because obviously what we pay, we have to get that straightened out with IMRF, so they know how to apply it as well.
Right.
Right, so that part has to be really straightened out with IMRF, not per se the audit.
Okay, so it's a fluid number right now.
Well, that's a number that's always behind, like right now, the number that we're using is from 12/31/2017.
Right.
Because it's
So then
2
the
years.
audit's gonna be of 8/12/31/18, so it's still old, but when it says as of 12/31/18, it's really a year behind on the
Right.
study.
Right.
Right, so if you read the audit, it will say that this is as of 12/31/17, but
Right.
really reported from 16. So
Right.
we're, 2 years
2 years.
apart. So
Right.
in order to know, IRF has to tell us.
Okay.
Right, I don't think we should be picking what reports, and someone will really find out.
And then in writing is.
Right.
Thank you.
And right, yeah, I mean, calling and calling,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's, I don't know
I
exactly
agree.
know the number.
I agree.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Hopefully we sort of answered your
Supervisor
Open
Morris,
house
can
is
we-
at 90%.
can we have that
And
for-
that was it, you know?
It's between,
question. Now, can you have it by what? I mean, you guys
well, for
didn't
the
want
next
an
time.
actuary. We tried to do.
No.
No,
I-
you want to
I will-
find-
I will follow up with an email with
They don't need,
him.
yeah, just need a level of that.
IRF will tell you.
I'm just asking if we can have somebody follow up, where I will.
Well, Karen Lynn did.
I think, well, and she said she did, but like for the board and for everyone, I think it's obviously transparent. We want to see it on paper from IRF.
Yes.
Right.
That
Because
says,
what was presented
this
to
is how much
us was
it's owed.
GASB 50, which is not to be used. So to me, that data
According
was
to what they
inaccurate.
told her, it was to be.
Yeah, but here's the thing, if it's, say it's 90%, say it's 90% funded or it's 80% funded, we need to know, because what happens if you pay 20% on something that's already 90% funded?
Correct.
We're way overfunded, we can't
Right.
just throw numbers at a dartboard,
Right.
right? We have to know.
No,
I would
but
get- I would follow up
the
on it.
amount we were suggesting was not close to doing that.
Well, that's all hearsay.
And also, no, it has nothing, the application is something we do. IMRF keeps a rolling account, right? They don't separate it, GA, township.
No,
We
but
do.
they'll tell you what is underfunded.
Oh, yeah, but
Right,
I'm
that's what we
saying in
need to know.
terms of applying
Yeah.
it to, which pool.
Well, right, but what I'm
We
saying,
do.
we can't you can, but,
Well, yeah, it doesn't do it. I mean,
yeah.
it
I
has
mean, I
to
think at
be
this
made.
point, we just need to know exactly what the
Right.
number is, not being 2 years.
So why don't you email Carrie Lynn your exact list?
She's going to follow the line.
Alright, so we'll have the same situation.
Right.
And, that's fine. I mean,
Thank you again, Chris. Makes sense.
thank you, Chris. Alright, so, any other public comments? Hearing none, I would make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Having a motion and a second. I did good. 20 minutes. Thank you. Yeah, there's some roads, right?
Not this.
Yeah.